Welcome to OnCore for the week of April 8th. Let's get right into the biggest news in mobile games. This week we're starting out with Square Enix, who had a huge event in Los Angeles last week to unveil the much anticipated Final Fantasy 15, but they also had a little surprise for us, a free-to-play mobile game that serves as a companion piece to the Final Fantasy release this holiday season. The game is called Justice Monsters 5, and it's a pinball mini-game within Final Fantasy 15. It's set to be released sometime later this year on all mobile platforms, but you can pre-register for the game right now to earn some free in-game currency. And moving on to some other news out of Square Enix, the Japanese publisher also announced this week the release of Kingdom Hearts Unchained X into the North American market. The mobile RPG prequel to the console game Kingdom Hearts has been out in Japan for about a year now, and Square Enix has finally finished the English version in anticipation of Kingdom Hearts 3, which is set to be released later this year on PS4 and Xbox One. Unchained X is set prior to the events of the original Kingdom Hearts game and stars a player-created Keyblade wielder. It's based on the browser game Kingdom Hearts X and features a cast of new characters and as well as appearances from well-known Disney characters. And although this game might seem like it's made for the hardcore Kingdom Hearts fan base, the series director Tetsuya Nomura believes the mobile game can serve as a jumping-in point for players who are not as well versed in the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Kingdom Hearts Unchained X is out right now for free on iOS and Android. And now changing gears to a very different kind of game, this week we got our first look at popular British YouTuber KSI's new game, which is aptly called KSI Unleashed. The synopsis for the game reads, in KSI Unleashed, the titular star will do battle with the Illuminati in hopes of winning a gift card that will allow him to have free chicken for life. So that sounds pretty bonkers, but the 2D side-scrolling gameplay looks fun enough for even non-KSI fans to enjoy, and this isn't the first time a popular gaming personality on YouTube has made their own mobile game. Last September, PewDiePie released his own game called Legend of the Brofist, and it ended up being a huge success for him. KSI is looking to achieve similar success with KSI Unleashed, and while there's no release date set, we can probably expect this to drop sometime this summer. And finally, we don't have a brand new trailer for you this week. Instead, we're circling back to the game we talked about last week, Chameleon Run. In our rundown, we mentioned the game's developer, Jan Split-Yalowski, is actually colorblind, which gave the game its unique look and color palette. But Yalowski's color blindness wasn't the only hurdle he had to overcome to complete his passion project. Chameleon Run's publisher, Noodlecake Studios, posted a really interesting story on their official blog this week about the trials and tribulations Split experienced in the 3 years it took him to make the game. First off, Split broke his arm early in the development stages and was forced to work on the game with only one hand during Chameleon Run's formative months of creation. And then on top of that, his original source code for the game was stolen. Split brought his early concept of the game to an accelerated game development event called Ludum Dare. The game was a lot more minimal during its early stages, but it still had the dual color platforming concept. One of the rules of Ludum Dare is that you should put up your source code available for download. Immediately following the event, Split found an exact copycat of his game on the Google Play and iTunes app stores. So with his game stolen and only one good arm, Split decided to actually continue development of Chameleon Run, completely changing the game's design using a Tron-like style as inspiration. He even pushed himself further by adding depth of field and a few more effects. Now cut to where we are now in 2016, Chameleon Run is finally out, and if that story isn't enough for you to give this game a try, I'll vouch for it myself. This game is awesome. I've had so much fun playing it, and you should definitely pay the $2 to play it yourself. And that's it for this week's edition of OnCore. Are you playing Chameleon Run? I really hope you are, and if so, you should tweet us, let us know, and we'll see you next time.